Instagram, it's cozycrochet.co. And if you want to support my content, buy me a coffee for the next shout out. All right, so we got all that stuff out the way. Let's talk about the projects. The first project I'm going to be talking about is the cardigan that I'm wearing now. I'm going to show you how it looks in just a second. But this was the Easter cardigan that I had originally started last year, like towards the end of last year. But then I stopped working on it because it was very repetitive. I'm gonna talk about that and about the design later on. Very repetitive stitching, absolutely was not fun to do, but I love the yarn so much that I didn't want to waste it. The yarn that I used was the Yarn Bee Ethereal Eyelash. And I used 4 of the white, 3 of this sage color, 3 of the sage color, 3 of the purple, and then 3 of the pink. Sage color is called sage. The purple color is called smoked lavender, and then the pink color is rose, which I absolutely obsessed. This is like a millennial rose color, and it's just so scrumptious. Actually, I highly overestimated the amount of yarn that I would need for this project, so I have like, there's somewhere in my stash, but one of each left over, one of each color, so I could make a hat to match, but honestly, I don't want to. I don't want to make a hat. I am done with winter and I'm ready for spring and summer, okay? I had been working on this cardigan throughout the lives that I've been doing over the past couple weeks, so some of y'all may have seen it. Let's just go ahead and get to the juicy part where I tell you all of the things I don't like about this cardigan. Oh, let me show it to you first. That is what she looks like, and it is, I will say, this yarn is so comfortable. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know if I was gonna like it, and for a very long time I had convinced myself I wasn't going to like it. I was ready to give it away, but now I'm reconsidering it. What are the things that are wrong with this cardigan? Now, if you have been watching my live streams and me working on it, you would know that the sleeves, I don't know what happened, but when I had started on the sleeves, I don't know, I did this weird increase on one of the sleeves, so you can see it's super skinny right here, and then it like bubbles up to do, I don't know what happened, but I just went with it. I wasn't gonna frog this. This yarn is really hard to frog, so I was like, ugh, but I had to. I also did on this one's not as prominent, right? But yeah, that's one thing. The other thing that I wish I would have done differently is the ribbing. I wish I would have went down a size on my hooks. For this project, the yarn recommends using a 5mm crochet hook. I use a 12mm crochet hook, and I think that's what led to me overestimating how much yarn I would use. But I think I would have probably went down to probably like a 10. Yeah, probably a 10mm crochet hook for the ribbing, because it's kind of like really big. Like also right here, it's kind of like loosey-goosey. It's not as tight and uniform. But with that being said, it's not as heavy. And it's, even though there's a lot of like, it's spaced out, but because of these little fluffies, it kind of keeps it insulated. I don't know how to explain it. Easter, we had like 40-degree weather, and this is all I wore, okay? This and like a t-shirt and some jeans, but I was warm, okay? This yarn is definitely made for sweaters and cardigans. If I could make this whole thing again, I would, just not with this stitch. I used the linen stitch and it highlighted these colors very well. However, it was so repetitive, and I think that's what made me quit the first time. When it came to the construction, I did these panels, so the front 2 panels and the back panel separately. What I wish I would have done is did the back panel and then continued the pattern, and instead of like making two separate panels and sewing them together, I would have just continued it, but not really cut out. How do I explain this? Continue to crochet up to where I wanted my neck to be, and then go back and forth to create one piece of fabric, if that makes sense. The other thing I didn't finish is the ribbing. I want it to be like 360 ribbing on the end to kind of finish off the cardigan. But I'm gonna be honest, I was just so ready. I was so ready to move on to the next project. Okay, I don't mind doing ribbing, but I was just over it. I love the yarn so much that I was able to get through this project, but it's the linen stitch. I love the linen stitch for things like blankets, like big bulky blankets. But I'm gonna be honest, I'm not never doing it again for another garment. It was just too much, and being that I am like a bigger girl, it was just a lot. Especially doing the linen stitch in the round. Never again. Everything about this cardigan I absolutely love. I didn't love doing it. I love the yarn. I love how it came out. I just don't like the stitch that I use. So that's one thing I probably would change, is not using such a stitch that is so repetitive. Let's move on to the next project. The next project is a pattern that has been written and is being tested right now as we speak. I'm so excited about it. It is my sweet anniversary Tunisian crochet scarf. You guys have seen this so many times, and you would think I would have weaved in the ends. There's some ends that are unwoven, so just ignore it. This is my sweet anniversary scarf. I'm so proud of this design, and my goal for this was to be like if y'all already know what the Sophie scarf is, it's like the most knitted scarf ever. I wanted it to be something like that, but Tunisian crochet, because I can't knit. So that's how the sweet anniversary scarf was born. So I reached out to a indie yarn dyer named February Fiber Co. I will link her down below. But she is an indie yarn dyer, and I found her on TikTok. I feel like I talk about her all the time. We're really good friends. So I reached out to her and say, hey, I want to collab and do a design with you. And I want to make a design based off of some of the colors that we both can come up with. I had came up with this blue color. I wanted a blue and a pink and a speckle that had both blue and pink in it, right? So this blue color is called Darling. The pink color is called Sweetheart. And then the speckle color is called XOXO. And it was part of her Valentine's Day collection, which I think was amazing. And then this maroon color is called Sweater Weather. And then this blue color, this like navy blue color, is called First Light. So if you're interested in this same one, just hit her up and she can dye you a really nice batch. Then I came up with this design. I really wanted an asymmetrical, something fun and funky, right? And modern, but also something that can be worn every day. So we have the striped Tunisian crochet on one side, and on the other side you have your decreases. Really, it could be worked either way, but in all this one speckle color, just to highlight the colors of this yarn. Now, of course, even though this is my first baby, I have a little bit of a criticism for it. Nothing against the yarn dyer. This is solely for me, right? I wish I would have made this bigger. Right now, because I wanted to be a shawl, but at the time when I started this project with February Fiber Co., I didn't calculate correctly how much yarn I would need for a shawl. And this is all DK weight. That's like the lowest I'll go for most projects. And so I'm just gonna put it on, and it doesn't match with my outfit, but so this is kind of how it's supposed to look. But if I feel like if I just would have made it longer, it would have so much more drama and oomph, right? Kind of like when you actually put it on, it's kind of like but I love it, right? It's my baby. It also works really nice as a headband. I think it's very much a beginner level Tunisian crochet project, and it's really easy. I love the peacoat stitch on the border. First learning it and being absolutely obsessed. So there's that. Now that it's in testing and so many people are testing it, all of these amazing different color variations that everybody's coming up with, I wish I would have made it in a different color. I love these colors. I really do. I think they came out great. Everybody is absolutely obsessed. But I wish I would have made it in a different color. And I think that's probably what I'm going to do. The shawl version of this, I need some jewel tones. I'm gonna have to insert a picture of one of my testers and their color scheme. It looks so good. I'm just like, how are the testers doing better than the person with the color schemes doing better than the person who came up with the pattern? Anyway, I felt so appalled. I will probably do a better job next time of actually calculating correctly how much yarn that I would use. And honestly, another thing, I think I probably would have dropped down. Well, I probably would have gone up a size 2 just to add a little bit more drape. I also have not, since I finished it, I have not blocked it. So that may also be the reason why it's not as drapey as I like it. But those are just my thoughts. Alright, so for the last project that I finished, every single time I wear, I feel so bad because every single time I wear it, everybody's like, pattern, pattern, pattern. Where's the pattern? Where's the pattern? Where's the pattern? I have not came out with it yet. I started writing the pattern, okay? I've started writing the pattern. However, it's shorthand. It's in shorthand right now. I have to type it out. It's going to be a made to measure pattern, so it shouldn't take me that long to finish it. I'm just so excited. And this is what she looks like. You guys helped me come up with the color for her. So if you don't know, this is a little freebie. This summer is all about neons. Neons and neutrals are the thing this summer. That is going to be the trend of summer 2023. So go ahead and start searching for that neon yarn, because there's going to be so many things that you're going to want to make. And if all the yarn's gone, don't be mad because I told you here first. Okay, this is actually the prototype of this pattern. And you guys helped me pick out the yarn, so I wanted to do this video first, letting you know that the prototype is done. Now with the prototype, I used a worsted weight yarn, acrylic yarn, and this is pretty airy, very comfortable. I absolutely love wearing this. I've actually worn it out a few times already and gotten so many compliments on it. The sleeves are to die for, and of course I can't get enough of the picot stitch, so you already know I had to add it. But because it's summer and we need something a little bit more zhuzh, we're gonna be adding the Premier Hipster Cotton in the color Summer Splash. I think this is perfect. I do think I might need some more because I only have 3 of these guys, and I'm thinking I want a little bit more sleeve, you know what I'm saying? But I think it hits perfectly. Let's try it on. All right, so this is what she looks like. Cute. Absolutely love the sleeves. This is what it looks like in the back. And I think this top is just absolutely perfect for the summer, perfect for festivals, perfect for the beach. I just think it's so cute. And I just think these sleeves add just the right amount of interest and flair to any outfit. So the reason why this was just a prototype and not the finished project is because it's made out of acrylic yarn. It's a 4-weight yarn, which is definitely going to be a lot more heavy. In the summer, you want things to be light and airy and flowy and comfortable against your skin. Nothing wrong with this acrylic yarn at all. This is actually the Impeccable brand from Michaels. However, it's just not something that I feel like I would have on the whole entire day, right? I think it's great that you guys chose a cotton yarn that is a 3-weight. So it's gonna have a little bit more flow, a little bit more coolness throughout the day. But at the same time, it's not gonna peel and you're not gonna have to worry about when it gets wet, right? It's gonna still keep its shape and be something that is going to last you for summer after summer after summer. So I'm very excited about getting started on this project, and I think I'm gonna probably do like a live stream series where I go through and complete this project solely on live stream, so you guys know what that process looks like. So hopefully I can like crank out this pattern in no time and get it tested and out for you guys in time for June or July. Fingers crossed. So that's gonna be it for today's video, where I talk about all of the projects that I finished and my plans for them and some of the criticisms that I have on myself. I feel like it's very important as a crochet pattern designer for you to continuously strive to better yourself and better your designs. So looking back at it, getting other people's opinions and being critical of your work is like super important, or you will never, if you think that all of your stuff is good every single time you write a pattern, it's never going, you're always going to stay stagnant, and it's never going to be the best that it can possibly be. That's going to be it for today's video. I want to know down in the comments what your honest opinions are. Like, I want y'all to be honest and very critical of the patterns that I have done. Now, the Easter cardigan, I'm not writing a pattern for it. I never will. I'm pretty sure if you find a pattern for linen stitch cardigan, there's hundreds of them. That one was freehand by me about a year ago, and I will never do another linen stitch cardigan ever again. But I think I will try to find another use for all the yarn that I have left over from the project, because I love the yarn. I just don't like the stitch that I used. But I want y'all to be super duper critical about the things that I've showed you today and the things that I talked about, because it really means a lot to me, especially from coming from you guys. I take all criticisms and try to learn from them and use them, rather than taking what you say and thinking in offense. You know what I'm saying? Because I value your guys' opinions. Because I know you wouldn't be telling me this just to be mean. You're telling me this because you actually want it to be good, and you want me to also be good. That makes sense? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, if you like this video, make sure you drop a link down below. Also, don't forget to comment your thoughts in the comment section. If you want to support my content, buy me a coffee. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram so you know whenever I start a new project. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know whenever I go live, so then you can see me working on said project. And yeah, that's gonna be it for today, guys. I hope you have a wonderful day, and as always, create something gorgeous. Bye, guys.